We are live, people. My word. We are here again. What today? Sunday. We have to say a prayer here today. I'm telling you. Because the internet is giving me no ends of challenge. Oh my word. I'm seeing people coming in, people getting bumped off. I'm getting bumped off. Let me just say before I say anything else, Lord have mercy. Bless us today that we'll be able to do this broadcast in your name to glorify you. Viewers, no matter the challenges, we are Toastmasters. We keep moving forward. We keep moving forward. I see we have Chazelle, we have Naomi, we have Sherdon. Welcome, everyone. Today is the day to focus on VPPRs. Yeah? Today is the day to focus on VPPRs. What are VPPRs? Vice President Public Relations. I don't know if I'm missing anyone, whoever else may come in. But this is still live. No matter what happens to me, you all still talk. Let me nod if you understand, or say yes if you understand. Are you hearing me?
Loud and clear.
Yeah, I'm in.
I think she got bumped off.
This is what is going to keep happening. So I just got bumped a while ago. We're going to have the VPPRs speak about their respective clubs. The role of the Vice President Public Relations is to promote, to communicate, to be that conduit
I guess the internet really challenging us today.
Maybe we have to host our own show. Maybe you could go ahead. You could start.
I'm not too sure what Corinne wanted to start with though. I I think she was about to speak on the role of the VPPR.
Yeah, we probably give a.
I guess Sheridan, you could probably talk a little bit about the role of the VPPR.
No problem.
About to speak
Hey,
on
wait just.
the role of the VPPR.
Hi everyone. My name is Shiran Pe. I am representing Talksu Toastmasters Club. Actually, I'm the VP head, but the VPPR she couldn't make it today, so I'm filling the role for her. Well, I was VPPR last year, so it's quite an interesting role, and it became even more important this year because of the restrictions that we had with COVID-19. So we were able to use a lot more a lot more of social media, a lot more of technology, a lot more of promoting our club through these means, which I thought should have been done long before. But you know, certain circumstances allowed us to improve ourselves, and basically we had no choice but to go to technology in terms of, as always, advocate for recording speeches, because to promote our club or to promote Toastmasters for Trinidad and Tobago, I believe it's utmost importance is to record our speeches and what we do at Toastmasters, because people see with their eyes, and when they see the quality of speeches, and you can basically measure how people grow through mentorship or through just their speaking abilities. So I think recording our meetings and sharing with persons are quite is very important, and this opportunity unfortunately came through a pandemic, but we were we were able to improve our communication. And now with the technology, now you can reach further, and you have people joining from different clubs, different countries, because it's not like you could go to this club or go to that club. So the VPPR was or has become an even more important role, I will say, this year. And to speak about my club, I don't know if you want me to speak about my club.
Of course.
All right. So basically, Toksu, not a boss, but is one of the best clubs in the country of Trinidad and Tobago. We are one of the long-standing clubs. We our club was formed 15 years ago, 2005, and our meeting used to be held at Fujitsu. And that's how we got the name Su for Toksu. And
How did you get to? Sorry.
Fujitsu, the company that,
Oh, okay, okay.
yeah.
Get it.
So
Okay.
our meeting,
I would
our
have never guessed
yeah,
that.
our club was formed from there. So that's how we got the name Su. So basically, yeah, and as I mentioned, 2005, so 15 years going strong, and probably getting stronger as well. And I can see it's not a club to come and improve your speaking or your mentorship or leadership skills, but it's a family. We are quite family oriented. We focus. We are quite warm in our welcoming. We open our doors to everyone, and we have been achieving a lot of achievements. Achieving a lot of achievements. Yeah, we have been President Distinguished Club for 9 years out of those 15 years, which is quite good. And we are running to 4 consecutive years. So hopefully this year we'll make it 5, which will be a tremendous landmark. And it's quite good that we can have President Distinguished for 9 years out of 15 years. And we basically have meetings once a month, sometimes twice a month, depending, but mostly once a month. So this was our very good achievement over the years for the club. And those years that we weren't President Distinguished, we were Distinguished clubs. We we won, members of our club won humorous contests, evaluation contests. I won the table topics contest national 2017. If I remember, we didn't win the international speech contest as yet, but we are working on that. Hopefully, this time come around, we will be able to be victorious. And yeah, we have 25 members. We are the 25 member mark for the last 5 or 6 years. So we have a good crop of members, and it's quite mixed with the young persons and older folks. Nicely blended. Because when I first came into Toastmasters in 2016, I wanted to know if it's just a talk club for old people.
Old people doing, yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
old people things. So I just wanted to make sure that, hey, you have some young persons in here, and the vibe's nice. It's not just to come and talk and you're giving speeches, and these old people they know what you're talking about. So so basically it was as as but I was optimistic. Yeah, I joined Toastmasters through DTM Everett Montigui, and it was one of the best. choices I made thus far in my life, because I can see the growth, I can see the leadership skills, I can see the improvements in my speaking and so on. And we have 5 DTMs at our club
Wow.
and four
Okay.
active DTMs. Yeah, yeah, we're producing the DTMs, we're racking up those DTMs. We're racking up those DTMs, so we're doing a
So,
fine
so it
job.
sounds like a really awesome club.
Yeah, well, we try to do ours. Yeah, we're doing a quite a good job. So, our fees are probably one of the lowest in the country for sure. Maybe the region, I'm not sure, but I see some new members join us. So DTM Stacey Foster, she's also a member of my club. She can attest, but she's not here to promote our club. She's here to promote another club. But that's how versatile we are.
Hi,
That's how versatile we are.
DTMC.
We spread our wings.
Should,
Yeah.
and I think I, on a point of correction, I think Toksu has produced 6 or 7 DTMs, not 5, definitely not 5, 6 or 7.
Six
And
or seven.
perhaps we have the most DTMs in the country.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I see DTM Stacey Foster and TM Shalana has joined us. Hi guys. Corinne is having some internet challenges this afternoon. So we're live and we're Toastmasters, so we're just keeping things running until she, sorts out her connection issues.
But she's not alone in those connection issues, because
Yeah.
and I couldn't get through as well with my phone, and here I am. So it will work out. So let's chat. That's what we do. We're Toastmasters. We talk.
Of course.
So as Dylan said, I'm here to represent another club. I'm here to represent Visionary Leaders Toastmasters Club. And we are actually the newest kid on the block. We were formed in June 2020. So we were born out of the pandemic. We're pandemic children. And what is so interesting, hi, Corinne.
Keep talking.
What is
What
so
you guys are supposed to
interesting?
be talking about?
Okay.
Connection issues. What you guys are supposed to be. Oh gosh.
We're talking about
This is crazy.
We're just chatting about our respective clubs, Corinne.
So I was talking about
Are
Visionary
you guys
Leaders.
hearing me by chance?
Yes, we're here.
Yeah.
Are you hearing us? But we just have a
Are
delay.
you guys hearing me?
We are hearing you loud and clear. So as I was saying, while Karen fixes some background. So we have never actually seen each other in person, face to face, flesh, because we have only been meeting online, and we long for the day when we could do like you all and just meet face to face and perhaps hug somebody or just touch them. As Sharon said, in Toksu, we're a family, and that is what we are striving to accomplish in Visionary Leaders, because 3 of the DTMs from Toksu have been instrumental in the formation of Visionary Leaders. So one is a sponsor, that's Everil Mansigi, and then we have 2 club mentors, Jassy and myself, Area Director Jassy and myself. We are club mentors. And so the club is made up of mostly new people to Toastmasters. We have 3 persons who were Toastmasters before. So that's Keith Spencer, former area director Terry Ann Wilson, and DTM Everil Mansigi. And actually, all the sponsors and mentors are DTM. And we have an area director on board. So we are expecting great things from Visionary Leaders. And as the name said, visionary. So we are taking this by storm, pandemic, no pandemic. We are there and we are moving on. We started off with 21 members, and we're still looking to recruit other persons. Other persons have expressed interest. And our vision is to have both online meetings and face-to-face meetings once Toastmasters International allows it, because we recognize that there is a market for the online. Some persons, they really can't make it to a physical space. And as my sister-in-law told me, if she could just roll over in her bed and enter a meeting, and she does not have to get dressed and go anywhere, that is fantastic for her. So for some people, the online really works, and for others, they really need that face to face. And I know that from my experience as VP membership for Transformational Leaders Toastmasters Club, and I'm not seeing our VP right here, so I guess I can talk for TLC as well. It is a challenge. Some Toastmasters are finding the online meeting to be very challenging. Because remember, when we started our Toastmasters, some of us, we wanted to learn how to stand and present in front of an audience. Others, like me, I would have started because I wanted to know how to craft the presentations. Delivery wasn't so important to me. It was actually how to put it together. So it, depending on why you join Toastmasters and what you hope to get out of it, the online could be a challenge. But then as we move forward in society, we have to interface with persons online from other countries. So we'd have to sit down and chat in a meeting with somebody in Switzerland, somebody in Germany, somebody in Africa. So we have to get used to the online thing, the online feature. But it is a challenge, and it there are always challenges, and we just have to find a way to work through it. Last night I went to a meeting in Jamaica via my bedroom in Trinidad. I didn't have to pay any flight, anything. Wow. And I was there. And what that club did, Dynamic Toastmasters Club in Jamaica, they have 46 members, guys. 46 members. And they had an award ceremony. And for this first quarter, for this first 3 months, they have a number of people who have achieved level one, level two, level three, level five in pathways, and they even have a couple triple crown people already in this 3 months. So they are really progressing, and the meeting, everybody's so warm. It's so warm in that meeting, and I think that is something that we need to try to find a way to do again, to express that warmth, that love that Sheridan talked about, that when you walk into the meeting space, you just feel like it's family. You feel like people like you and they welcome you. How do you welcome people and make them feel appreciated and welcome in an online space? So it's to get that those elements, those advantages of the face to face, and put it into an online meeting. That is a challenge for us.
Yeah. So I see Tobago is in the house.
Jacinta,
Hi, hi TM Jacinta. How has Tobago been coping with the pandemic, and how has Toastmasters evolved in Tobago as a result?
Good afternoon, everyone. I do not think it has stopped Toastmasters at all. Because in the first phase, when they had closed down, shut down the country, and they had opened it after, we were meeting once per month face to face. But after, when we got the restriction, we started to go back online, and that did not stop Toastmasters at all. So, yes, it is a challenge, but pa- we try to pass that challenge by doing our online meetings, and so far it has been very effective, because I know some people, even when they were afraid of this face-to-face crowd, they are behind the laptop or the computer or whatever they have. So it's a bit of a shadow. So it helps some people as well as it does not help some people, because you want to you want to overcome that, and by being face to face, I think it would be more of a challenge to overcome it, and it will take some time. So I think the best media is the face to face, so that we will be able to overcome. Some of us will be able to overcome that challenge that we have, that face to face. Thank you.
Cool. I see Giselle here from, well, I am from Genesis One. I don't believe I said that before. I'm the VPPR for Genesis One. And I see TM Giselle here from our sister club, Napoyo. Yes, we have siblings
Hi.
in Toastmasters.
Yes, we do. Hi. My name, as you said, is Chazelle CPO. I am the VP PR for Nopoyo. All of this is new to me. I'm a fairly new Toastmaster, but I took on the challenge of VP PR role, and I really love Nopoyo. As we know, we are the premier club in the East, one of the clubs in Arima, and COVID-19 has not kept us back. I feel as if we're more busy now. We're being you're seeing a lot of innovation um, being born out of this period. And so I welcome it. As DTM Stacy said, one of the things that I enjoy is not having to, fully dress up and leave the house to attend a meeting. I live in Sandy Grande, and it was indeed a challenge to attend meetings in Arima. Um, when I was working in Port of Spain, you're coming up from work and you're tired, and you're saying, "Oh God, stop out in Arima or just go straight home." But now that it's online, you can relax. Your mind is more at ease, knowing that you could probably take a nap and then 15 minutes get up and be ready for meetings. So I welcome it. And we're having a great time. As I said, it's causing persons to think outside of the box. And this is what I welcome generally about during this pandemic. I am seeing a lot of persons, including myself, you open up your mind more to think outside of the box and come up with innovative ways to do the same things that you're accustomed doing, but getting it done now with the restrictions in place and with the pandemic. And with online meetings during this pandemic, the good thing is that in the comfort of your home, you don't have to wear your mask. So that is welcome as well. And so we having a good time we actually started during this pandemic a book club at Nopoyo. And that has really assisted persons in crafting their speech and improving their vocabulary and their presentation skills and just getting general ideas for speeches, and also your personal development in terms of leadership or just knowledge on a whole. So that is what we at Napoya are up to. Nothing stops Napoyans, so we're having a great time.
Napoleons.
Napoleons. I like that. Well, at Genesis One, we have also not allowed the pandemic to slow us down. So we have been having our online meetings as well. I am a little bit in the middle in terms of liking online meetings and liking face-to-face meetings. I agree that the online meetings are a lot more convenient. You don't have to get all dressed up. You don't have to put gas in your car. I hate to put gas in my car. And and you don't have to wear a mask and all these things. So yes, there is some level of convenience, but on the flip side, I do feel like nothing beats, face-to-face interaction, seeing, your fellow Toastmasters, sharing a laugh. At Genesis One, after meetings, we would, break bread with each other. We would have a light snack, something to drink, catch up with each other. So I do miss that camaraderie that that is not quite the same over the online platform. But nevertheless, this is the challenge that 2020 has put us, and as Toastmasters, we just
Playing from
love a
Galaxy Note
challenge.
1.
Genesis One has been in existence for 2 years, yeah, roughly 2 years. It's like talks. So we have an interesting mix of older persons and younger persons. So it's not an old people club, sure done.
Right, there is an interesting mix of
But then
age.
yes, the DTM Stacey Foster is also a member of Genesis One, so she knows the mix quite well. It works for us, and we are currently on a membership drive, and we are hoping to get some new members by the end of this year and into 2021. So as VP PR, I am working with VP membership and the other members of the club to get more members in. We have managed to get new members on the online platform, which is actually cool. It means people just came to our online meeting, like what they saw, and they joined. And that was really that was a pleasant surprise because I wasn't sure how that would work with the online platform, but so far it's been working. So we've been, just keeping moving forward. One of the good things too about the online platform, as Stacey mentioned, was um, you're not just marketing the club to Trinidad and Tobago, marketing your club globally. So, we've had people come to club meetings from Grenada and different Caribbean islands. So that's actually a really cool feature that COVID has unlocked for us. And we're just kind of keeping things moving. But how are you all making out in terms of getting new members to join the club, seeing that we're only on the online platform right now?
What I would do is that when we design our posters, I would send it out to all my contacts and we put it in the different group chats and we'll ask everybody, send it out to your online contacts. And then all the clubs that I'm in, we have Facebook. So we put it on our Facebook platform as well. And what we have to do, what has worked for TLC, is that they would do a boost, a Facebook boost. We do a Facebook boost and that will really draw in members because with the boost you can zero into exactly the demographic that you want and send it to them. So that's something that has worked for TLC. And you can do the same thing on Instagram because I find that a lot of young people are gravitating towards Instagram versus Facebook. I prefer Facebook, but I don't know what it is, but the young people prefer Instagram.
Young people want to get to the information now, Stacey. We don't have time to read no long posts on Facebook. We want to see
Yeah,
a
but
picture. We
Instagram
want
is
to see all
so,
the information. Click on the link, and we
yeah,
need to
man.
go in the meeting.
Yes,
Pictures
I
now. We see the
prefer
pictures, not
Facebook.
words.
I think Instagram gives you the information a lot quicker in a much more concise manner. And I think that's why we kind of gravitate towards Instagram.
But that just make it how important it is. We have to be diverse in our posting on social media because different apps have different appeal by different people. So
Mm-hmm.
it's important for us to utilize all the social media platforms. For instance, our VPPR, Janelle Steven, she was looking at pushing more on LinkedIn, more professional platform, and well, we already had a Facebook page and an Instagram page, so she was looking to push more on LinkedIn. So if you utilize all three platforms, then you're looking into different markets, looking at different people, a more professional approach, and it's important to note that even though it's similar, all are quite different. Because with Facebook now, you can post a lot longer. Instagram is more focused on photos, and then LinkedIn is more professional approach because you have to look how you're building your posts and whatnot. So it's a lot of work. But I think if you have how to put it, boy, like if you have something already scheduled or you have a write-up that you use for all your meetings, it's just about changing the date, changing the time, changing the link, and keep posting. But social media is the way to go now. I know in the past at Talk, so we had our meetings advertised in the papers, in
Yes.
the Guardian. So
True.
we
What's on in the Express?
you're right. So
Don't give me ideas here. Go
That's
ahead.
again like a long time thing.
yeah. I mean,
No, but I mean, it's like you said. I mean, each type of media has its demographic that you're catering to.
yeah. And as I mentioned earlier, I believe the highlighting our videos, even table topic sessions, we have to promote our talent. We have to promote the product that we're selling is being better speakers. As the one of the main factors of Toastmasters is improve your public speaking and whatnot. And this is why I think we should utilize our videos and whatnot, and we should promote Toastmasters as one in Trinidad and Tobago and just different regions. For instance, Toastmaster CPO said she lives Grandy, so if there's a club in Grandy now, she can go to this club or whatnot. Or if you're working in Port of Spain, most of the people in our club work in Port of Spain, but they're from the east. So they remain after work for meetings. So we can promote it as one. And another thing I think we should work on is a schedule for all the meetings for all the clubs. And it posted on Toastmasters Trinidad and Tobago. So if people want to join a meeting, they can join a meeting. And when COVID is no more, hopefully soon, people can attend meeting that is closer to them, closer to their work or closer to home, and then they choose by proximity rather than anything else. So I think we have done well, and we can improve, certainly improve in terms of how we promote Toastmasters here in Trinidad and Tobago.
I think now that we are a division, that really helps with what you're saying. Having a schedule of all of the Toastmasters meeting, and you simply go to that website, go to that Facebook page or whatever, and you see which one is in your area or which one is closest to you, which one is more convenient to you, and you go and you join, or you just visit until you join whichever one, because a lot of people too, they go from club to club and they're trying to feel out the club and feel out the vibe, and to see, okay, well, these people welcomed me, these people, they were colder, these people were nicer, I like the mix here. But somebody came to our club and she said she liked how we had a nice mixture of education and entertainment, because we tried to make our meeting. Well, that was, let me see which club that was. Well, one of the clubs, because I'm actually involved with about 4 clubs. So it's one of the clubs. She came to the meeting and she found she liked that mix. And so people, different things attract different people, and then they might come one day and hear a particular kind of speech or different varieties of speeches, and they might think, oh, I like that, and I want to be able to talk like this person, or I could get this person to mentor me, to work with me, so I want to join this club. Different things attract people.
Yeah, and then you have to something to note is that people improve. So sometimes you see a speaker and you say, "Wait, boy, you're scared, you're afraid because this person could speak so good. You don't want to join this club because they have excellent speakers." But this is why we have to not have before and after, but we have to show how the members improve over a period of time and what was done for them to improve. So when you join in now and you say, "But Stacey Foster is good," but and then within 6 months you see Stacey improve within contests, no arms, no pauses. So then you say, well, this product is working. So this is what I think we have to promote a lot more, the product itself. Yes, we
So,
promote the meeting, but we promote how people improve.
so I know that TM Jacinta, you all are trying to form a new club in Tobago. How has that been going, and will you all be opening the club up to people not from Tobago?
Ah,
Right. We at Tobago Professional Speakers, it's been a challenge, but we are advertising. We have a Facebook page where we have our achievements there. We put up our achievements, and it's been a challenge to actually get people. So that is why we try to do both things. Probably we have a series where we advertise where some of our Toastmasters they have they post on Facebook what Toastmasters mean to them, and in this way we try to promote the club by that and also by word of mouth. So right now we sort of not we are stick we have stuck on that part with the second club.
But Jacinta, don't give up. It is possible because Visionary Leaders was formed in about a month. In 1 month, in June, we decided, listen, Everett, listen, Kathy, Alvin, we're going for it. We're doing it, and we just went into our contacts and we called everybody. We messaged everybody who was interested in joining Toastmasters. We had one meeting, and then from that meeting, the club was born. One meeting just sent up,
Yeah.
and
Yes,
the club was
well, the culture in Tobago is quite different. The culture here is quite different. So to me, it's a challenge. It's a challenge. So because I remember when we about a year or two, we had a promotion on the mall, and we were there. We had no flyer stickers, and much people didn't turn up at the meeting. So it's a challenge I find so in Tobago here.
but you're talking like you're losing heart.
Will y'all be
I
opening up the club to
Listen
other
to me.
countries?
Listen
Trinidad,
to me.
come on. Look, Corinne is
Guys,
in
I am so proud of you.
borders.
Listen,
Corinne and
listen to me. I am so proud of you. Are you hearing me? Tell me you're
Yes,
Yes,
hearing me.
Yeah,
welcome
yeah.
back.
Tell me you're
Welcome back.
hearing me.
yes, we're
Thanks for
hearing you.
joining us.
Because
Thanks for
Yes,
joining us.
welcome back. Welcome
listen,
back.
I, I need to get me. Hold on.
We're going for tissue. I hope you're not going to cry how happy you are first,
Okay, I'm
But
coming back too.
but just Jacinta,
Listen to me. Watch this good. Watch this good in the camera. Watch it good. I had to go out.
yes,
I had to
yes,
go out and get one of these. No. Watch it good.
that is all right. We have your back, man.
Listen,
Don't worry. We
I
got your back.
don't.
We got your back. But one thing I would like to say too
I
as
am
well
like
is
going crazy here. I'm like,
we well, I'm from a sporting background, and I think one of the issues we face as well in sport is we keep promoting clubs and we're not promoting the country itself. Let me explain is that okay, join this club or join this club and this one and this one matter. But we should come together as one. We should have more like for joint meetings or Tobago could have two joint meetings over the weekend. We have meetings over the weekend and we make it like a lime then. So members of the Trinidad clubs come up for the weekend. So Saturday we have a meeting, Sunday we have a meeting, we have a fun event. And these things now could help boost the popularity of the Toastmasters in Tobago. So we come together as one rather than just in them they may be struggling or they're working hard but the members not coming. Let's have a joint meeting. Invite people. We have some bring up 5 speakers. Stacey's an excellent
I
speaker.
want to come to that meeting,
We get Gat or we get
That's
some
an excellent idea, Sheridan.
yeah,
but then the weekend
because I
thing.
remember when they earlier in the year, maybe last year for my area director meeting and it was good. It was so nice. We got crab and dumpling, we get Tobago, we get left hand dumpling, we get everything. Everything was nice. And this is
what you
another way
saying?
we can.
What you saying? Showdown, what you saying?
Well, this is what I'm saying.
Showdown, what you saying? I'm
We
coming
can
up for
promote.
crab and dumpling already.
Well, you're right. So, and let's make
Should,
it, let's make it a lot family oriented. We come in there to have a lime. We promote it as a lime, and we bring in some of our best speakers, and we come and have a nice day of Toastmasters fun. And you invite as much people as possible. And sometimes people learn or people gravitate to to other people. Jacinta maybe talking to her friend, and when she hear, boy, I hear one of the best speakers from Trinidad coming up. Your friend might come just to hear that speaker. Sometimes this is how people think. So we could work together as a team rather than we focus on clubs and whatnot. And this will help Toastmasters grow even further, in my opinion. So
Yes, it
as the
sounds
board,
very good. It sounds very good, but there is a cost involved. If you have to come to Tobago, probably they may say we in Tobago have to host the
no,
Trinidadian.
We online right now. We're going
we
everywhere for
organized our
free.
own accommodation last time. And
Faces.
trust me, when people just need an excuse to go to Tobago. If all
Exactly.
That
I
so
too.
need now.
we go to Tobago in 1 month's time. We leave in Friday night and come back Sunday evening. We go and spend doing she done already on the phone, booking her ticket and looking for accommodation.
Yeah, and I carried my car.
And she carrying her car. And
No,
we're
but
going
what
all
TM Sheridan is saying is actually really true because when we just started that Genesis one, like I mentioned before, Napoyo is our sister club and they were extremely helpful. It was extremely helpful being able to work with them, being more experienced and, just helping get us off the ground and more or less, mentoring us. So I definitely think coming together as clubs to help each other out is a really formidable idea.
I
So
like
I'm all for that.
I like what Sheridan is saying that we have to focus on Toastmasters and not so much focus on our clubs. Because I know that when people get invited to other clubs, some members of the club feel like we're poaching. Like somebody might join 2 or 3 clubs, and you feel like if if Club X is poaching from Club Y, and we have to get away from that kind of thinking, and we really have to look at it as an organization to really transform the lives of people in Trinidad and Tobago. And Sheridan is right. We really need to start promoting the product and not just promoting the club, but promoting what we do at the club. Our focus has to change, and it has to change onto the product
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
we should focus on, because
Yes.
a lot of times people promote their club. Think about it. People really promote their club. They don't really promote the product so much, but more of their club. What Jassy is saying, one should, and is doing a
Yeah.
speech he is doing.
Uh, we have Jassy.
Hi, Jati.
I
Big up,
mean,
Jati.
Jassy told me that he heard one of my speeches, and that's how he joined Toastmasters. And now Jassy became a DTM in under 2 years. So
Mm-hmm.
those sort of stories, and if you explain to people what it takes to become a DTM and how he did it and how he structured it, the amazing stories. And these are things we have to highlight and promote in order to get things going. Let's focus on building one another. If I have a problem with a speech or writing a speech or I want an idea, I could call Toastmaster Stacy or I can call Toastmaster Jacinta. That is no problem. And she could mentor me or whatever the case is. And we have to stop looking at borderlines and looking at as one. And this will help us in like for contests when we're looking for members or looking for role players. We can't find role players. You gotta run down this one and Stacey's timer for the last 5 contests. She tired time. But when now if you have a bond between clubs, it will be easier to find role players. And I know our club, we have a member, Toastmaster Tanil Harilal. She's from Tobago and she's in our club in Toxu. And she will enjoy having meetings in Tobago. She may even cook every day for us, every time we come up.
Now you're volunteering people services. Real Toastmaster
This is
behavior.
what Toastmasters is about, selfless giving and full promotion.
Sheridan, Sunil isn't the only one. Kate Spencer is also originally from Tobago.
Yes,
And
yes.
is originally from Tobago. We had Gavin, she was from Tobago as well. We have quite a few Tobagonians. So, I mean, it's Trinidad and Tobago is one country. So, yeah.
Yeah. And not only Tobago, but new clubs like Visionaria, Stacy. I attend most of their meetings. Not just to be around, but you're supporting your younger brother, younger sister, and this is for me to make it go forward because those visionary leaders have some members from Sandy Grande and whatnot, from Arima. I'm from
Princess Town. We have
Princestown.
members from Princess Town.
So it's not about location again. We can't look at location and where you're from and this and that. No, we all know the product works. We all know Toastmaster works. Toastmasters are excellent. Now we have to promote it as one, as a one big club of Trinidad and Tobago.
Correct. I agree. And to me, just as how you said, we all know Toastmasters work, but our greatest tool is our testimony. And I think we are looking at all the social media marketing and all the other forms of marketing. But to me, the network marketing is our strongest tool, our testimony. Just telling a friend, telling a co-worker how, when you entered Toastmasters, how your arms and ahs was all over the place. And now you could fluently say a full speech. I think we don't emphasize that enough. That our greatest advertisement for Toastmasters is ourselves. And if we put that outside there more, this is how, someone will say once Toastmaster Stacy is doing a speech, they want to hear it. They want to be there. They will be there. To me, we should bank on that more. We should utilize that more. So I welcome this idea as in that we should be one. We shouldn't be trying to compete or anything like that. Clubs should all come together and be one and put it outside there to the world because it's still a best kept secret. Toastmasters is still a best kept secret and it still could improve lives holistically.
Shazal, I like what you're saying, and it's not just to come to meetings to hear people speak because I had we had a new employee in my office. And as the HR manager, you're called upon to do things at this further moment. Somebody have to give a speech, somebody have to say something. So it's normally me. And that young lady, she heard me speak. She saw how I delivered, and she was like, "You have something that I want." And eventually, she joined, and she's now VP membership of TalkSue. So it's not just in the club. We have
Yes.
to testify to how Toastmasters is helping us. It's wherever we go, whatever opportunity we have to speak, whatever opportunity we have to organize function, because it's not just speaking, it's facilitation skills, it's listening skills, it's feedback skills. Just this week, we had something at work, and I delivered a 50-minute presentation. So I asked our guest to give me some feedback on what he thought about my presentation. And the first thing that he jumped to was the negative. And then eventually he came down to the positive. And I said, as I reflected on what he said, I said, wow, look at how you put that together. If I was a different person, I would not be able to accept what you are saying to me. But because I'm a Toastmaster and I'm accustomed to feedback as well, I did ask him for the feedback. I was able to just cut through what he was saying. So even simple thing like that, commenting on what somebody did or what did, the way we as a Toastmaster will formulate that and give it to the person, it is so much better if you think about the times before when you were not a Toastmaster event, how you would have said it, the person might not have received it. But how we will couch it now that we know how to evaluate and how to really put it together using the sandwich method, it's amazing. It's just what we do, it's who we are. Toastmasters is not just what we do, but after a while it becomes who you are, and people see you and you shine, your skills, it just comes through. And it speaks volumes for you.
And the feedback is
Yes, I can.
the point you made, DTM Stacey, about feedback as well. That is one of the things that I treasure the most about Toastmasters, just that constant feedback on ways that you can improve. Because sometimes as humans, you think, well, I'm good at this, I have this, I'm all right. And then someone sees, an area where you can improve, where you may not have seen before. For example, me, I have never had an issue with public speaking. I come from a family of talkers. So it was easy for me to stand up in front of anybody and, you give me a topic and Santi Manite, I go on. And when I started Toastmasters, I had been running through my speeches very quickly, but I wasn't necessarily preparing for them. And one day at my meeting, AD Lennox, he was there. I'm sure everyone knows Lennox. Hi, Lennox, if you're watching. After the meeting, he, sent me an email in typical Lennox Sealy fashion, and he gave me some really good feedback on, actually properly preparing my speech. And it kind of hit me hard at first. And but I did think about what he said, and I took really long before I gave my next speech because I really wanted to sit and properly, organize myself. And then I realized I had been defeating the purpose of joining Toastmasters, which was to become a more organized person, manage my time better, things like that. So you get so much from Toastmasters, not just becoming a better speaker, but you learn time management, you learn organizational skills, you learn how to think quickly on your feet. And as DTM Stacey Foster says, just if you go about your life in the Toastmaster way, that in itself is an advertisement. So I am definitely grateful for everything that I've learned so far.
Yeah, I remember when I won the table topics contest and I went to Barbados for the contest, and I wrote a letter to the Ministry of Tourism telling them, well, if you could assist me with my flight, whatever the case is. But the feedback wasn't promising, of course, sadly. But this is the idea. We have to look at things that we are ambassadors, And Lennox Sealy, as you mentioned, Lennox Sealy, he was there for the international speech, and we are ambassadors. We're gonna represent Trinidad and Tobago at the end of the day. It's just like sport. Well, I have a sporting background and quite competitive, as you may see. So I have to do all the contests for talks to. Well, not by myself now. Thank God we have members who gone in just like me. But this is how we have to look forward to. We are ambassadors to. You win the contest, you're gonna represent Trinidad and Tobago, 14 other countries there. If you win, you're promoting your country, and this is where I think we yes, Toastmasters is like the best kept secret, but we have to eliminate this. We have to push one another. We have to share. Whenever we see an Emporio meeting coming up, I'm sharing it on Facebook. I'm sharing it on Instagram with my friends. Yeah, join, no problem. You know, we have to stop saying come my club, come your club, blah blah blah. Blah. No, promote everyone, and the more people join Toastmasters in Trinidad and Tobago, it'll be better for everyone. We not saying this the DSS susu, We know this is working, and this is not no temporary thing. This is permanent. And Gary doesn't have to investigate us. This is worldwide.
And I think us being on the online platform now, that allows for that quite easily. We could easily get to each other's meetings. We could invite persons to each other's meetings. I think with us being fully online now, we have the perfect opportunity to get that off the ground, so that when we are able to meet face to face, it wouldn't be awkward to see Naomi in a talk Zoom meeting. Because I would have been attending online before. So I think that's a really excellent idea, Sheridan, and I think I
But
hope going
I,
forward that
I
we
really
really
want
see.
to know. Sorry to cut, but like what? So when this pandemic is over and we return to our face-to-face meetings, how are we going to set up now for our online viewers? Yes, we captivated people throughout Trinidad and Tobago. People can make meeting today. How are they going to tune in? Are we going to live stream our meetings? Are we going to set up Zoom? Are we going to have Facebook Live? So what's our next step? Because some of
Those are
our
all things
venues,
we have to start thinking about from all now, because I think the
yeah,
online feature is definitely here to stay, especially now that everyone knows how easy it is. So I think we will have to eventually incorporate it into the Toastmasters way of life going forward. So it is something for us to think about. I think streaming is a great idea. Maybe Facebook Live or YouTube, things like that. But those are all things that we could probably put our heads together and come up with a
yeah.
plan.
But remember,
Yeah.
Toastmasters International, they're allowing us to have online meetings. But online meetings is there are clubs that are set up strictly online. And because of the pandemic, other clubs, all clubs are being allowed to have online meetings, but really we are supposed to be face to face. So, yes, we can make our plans, but we also have to be mindful of what Toastmasters International says. And perhaps that's where we need to be influencers. We need to campaign that we need to keep some aspect of the online. And because in Visionary Leaders, our hope is to have a combination of online meetings and face to face. So face to face will be on a Saturday afternoon where you could spend more time, we could talk, we could socialize after the meeting. And the online meeting would be on the Tuesdays. Because as I said, we have people from as far as Town, all the way up to Arima. We have people in Central. We have people from all over the country in Visionary Leaders, and we want to be able to keep them together. So online and face to face is a combination, and it there are different markets. There, online appeals to some, face to face appeals to others. So it depends on what Toastmasters International says as well. They did give us some concessions during the first part of the pandemic with allowing the dues to be a little longer, to take a little longer. So yes, okay, somebody's saying that's what we call hybrid clubs. So we see what happens from with Toastmasters International because we weren't set up to be hybrid clubs. We were set up to be community clubs face to face. So we see what happens. But it's
Stacey,
good.
I want to ask a question since you're on the floor.
Oh
Yes,
my.
thank you so much for that, Stacey. I want to ask a question of all the persons here. So, are you hearing me, Stacey?
Yes, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing
Right.
you.
I want all the right. I want all the VPPRs and the persons who are representing for VPPRs or their clubs or the areas to share when you have meetings and what's the location and who they can contact because persons will be listening to this who are non-Toastmasters. And this is an opportunity for all of you to share and build your club's membership base and to get the word out there. This is why I have all the VPPRs in one spot, or at least some of the VPPRs. This is not all of them because it's 14 clubs. So for you guys that are here, and Stacey, since you're on the floor and you're highlighted, when is your club meeting? What days and times? And who can they contact to make to get to the club?
So for visionary, I will speak for two of the clubs. So for visionary leaders,
Right.
Toastmasters, we meet on the second Tuesday of the month and the fourth Saturday of the month. So the second Tuesday it will be around 6 p.m. and the fourth Saturday it will be in the afternoon about 5 o'clock. And they can contact me, Stacey Foster, 767-7032, 767-7032. I am also the VP membership for Transformational Leaders Toastmasters Club, so they can contact me as well for that club. We meet on the second Wednesday and the fourth Wednesday of every month, 5:59 p.m. Our meeting space, we share meeting space with Talk for So, and that's at Daniel's. That's when we meet face to face. Right now, we are strictly online. So it's the second Wednesday and the fourth Wednesday.
Nice. I want to move on to Chazelle. Let me just spotlight Chazelle. Tell us when, where, how, why. How can we get into your club, the meetings? Tell us who to contact.
Sure. So we at Napoyo meet 3 times a month. We usually meet, if it was face to face, in Malabar Community Center, Upper Malabar Community Center. But now we're online. So our 3 times a month is every first, third, and fourth Monday of the month at 6:29 p.m. And you can get us on Facebook. If you just type in Opoyo Toastmasters Club, you will get us on Facebook and you can send a message and we will send you the link to any one of our meetings.
Nice. And let me move on now to Naomi. Let me spotlight Naomi there. Here we go.
So at Genesis 1, we meet every first Friday and every third Wednesday of the month. Face to face, we met at Guardian Life building, and that's on Wilson Street in St. Augustine. But for now, we are fully online. We are on Facebook, Instagram. You can also contact DTM Sandra Theodore at 766-6462. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Shadon.
So we meet every first Thursday in the month, and if we have a special meeting, it'll be on the third Thursday in the month. And as mentioned, other clubs we meet online, and to get more information and the Zoom link, you can visit our Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn pages. Is Talk to Toastmasters Club on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, and you get all the information. You get our link, and anybody can contact. We give timely feedback if you message us as well.
Thank you so much. Jacinta, representing Tobago. Jacinta, we're not hearing you. You're muted, honey bun. Jacinta, you're muted.
Yes, yes. Sorry about that. We are Tobago. Are you hearing now?
Yes,
Hello?
yeah.
Center.
Yes.
Right. We are Tobago Professional Speakers Toastmasters Club. We meet once per month on the second Saturday from 6 to 8. The venue was Pentecostal Light and Life Foundation. We are also on Facebook. Did I give the time from 6 to 8? Pentecostal Light and Life Foundation. Anyone who is interested, they can call Trisha McNeil Becker 737-3717 or 735-7786. We are also on Facebook. So you can visit our Facebook page, or if you are interested, you can call Trisha McNeil Beckers at 737-3717. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jacinta. And I'm going to keep you on the screen. I want to just say, or I should bring everyone. Let me see if I can bring everyone here on the screen, including myself. Great. And say a special thanks to everyone. I mean, technical difficulties, all sorts of things were happening. You really wouldn't want to know. You see, I had to bring out my Caribe drink to get sobered up, people. Thanks for being here, for showing up, for being a true Toastmaster. I mean, people are watching this around the world, whether today or in the future, because people are going to watch the replay. This is what a Toastmaster is. This is what you look like. I mean, we're all beautiful here and handsome. This is what you sound like. This is what you epitomize as a Toastmaster. You are able to roll with the punches, keep going, no matter what. I mean, you guys have my back. I can't believe this. I thank you. This is awesome. Thank you, Stacy. You notice I just stood back after a while. I'm like, okay, they got this. I don't need to do anything. They've got this. And I just stood back and showed up in the end. You guys did a fabulous, fabulous job. There is a video that I wanted to share at the beginning. If everything had gone smoothly, there is a video I wanted to show at the beginning. But you know, the universe has this way of telling you how things should be done, and the way how you guys rounded off everything, I am going to try and show the video right now. Let me see if I can go back to solo here and show it to end off this evening session.
minutes is definitely not enough time to show you everything in Trinidad and Tobago.
But we'll do our best.
Right.
A maxi taxi.
I'm selling boiled and roasted corn.
Can we go to the beach?
Yeah, sure.
Oh my god, we didn't show them our carnival.
So we thought we'd just end today on the avenue, which is the perfect place for like drinks, street food, nightlife.
And we're so happy to have been able to share our country with you. And we definitely hope that we'll see you guys here soon.
Nice. That's Trinidad and Tobago for you guys. I had to do a bit of promotion of our country. This is Division F, Trinidad and Tobago people. So it's not only a matter of Toastmasters, but it's Trinidad and Tobago. There's a whole melee of culture, the idiosyncrasies of the people that comes through, the flavor that comes through in Toastmasters Trinidad and Tobago. And I wanted to showcase that. Thank you guys so much for being here. I look forward to the other VPPRs joining me in another session. I hope that when they watch this, they will see how exciting it is and that it will encourage them to come on and represent their clubs. Did you guys have fun?
Yes, it was nice.
Yeah?
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Good,
yes.
good. Good. This is good. And you notice people were interacting with you guys through the Facebook comments. This is pushing out on LinkedIn as well, and it's going to be going out on YouTube. So expect more. It is hoped that more people will be coming to your clubs, more people will be contacting you. We are going to be pushing the division. For all you know, we may be forming a district. Don't be surprised. Next thing you know, from a division, we end up being a district. Don't be surprised. Keep an eye out for that. Thank you so much, guys, and all the best to you.
And then thanks
That's
to everyone.
Thank you.